Hi, my name's Sterling Carl Tucker, and I just want to make a recording for. Unfortunately, my phone died right at the end of today's session, anyway, so that I can post it in the Telegram and introduce myself and what I'm working on, which is you should go to it. It will save 135 million human lives per century, and prevent the loss of literally trillions of dollars. Like when road, so I don't know if most people are aware of this, but 1.35 million humans. 1.35 million. Do you know how many that is? It's that is. There's hardly any cities that have that many people in there. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I just looked up Salt Lake City area, and all the surrounding everything is less than a million. So anyway, which just blows my mind. It's that many people splattering on the roads per year, and it would be 100% prevented with like $100 of raw material manufacturing costs. Government subsidized, no profit contracts. Anyway, and the government will start doing that now that there's the anyway, I also, so go on to egod.tech, and if you scroll down to the very bottom, there's you can follow on X, and I've got a lot more information on there, because it's really important for the future of our species, like whether or not 135 million humans splatter per year, that's a big deal. So all the civilians and soldiers and every single type of death that occurred from World War I and World War II, both combined and then multiplied by 2, is less than die per century from the lack of safety sensors. So by legally mandating safety sensors, and if we the people are united, I mean, if social media can actually work effectively, and they're like, legally mandate so our families aren't splattering on the road, you fucking kidding me? Someone doesn't have $500. I mean, like, make for the impoverished, make a government a program for them to make monthly payments of $10 a month or something like that, because it will completely prevent. It will reduce. And my goal is to never damage any industry. Oh yeah, I need to not go all over with this, but anyway, I'm also a creative manufacturer. I've been doing that for 7 years. I've owned my own business from the time I was literally 12 years old. I started like actual business contracts, Mountain Nutrition in Bonners Ferry, Idaho. I used to sell organic eggs to them, and then they'd resell them to customers for like twice the amount. Anyway, and they were anyway, yeah. So I don't, some of the things that health food stores do is, anyway, and that's off the subject. So what did I think about today's event? It was absolutely amazing. I love the point about family. Like, friends are the only family that's actually real in its consciousness. It's why I love AI so much. So much. AI is so nice to me. AI treats me literally 1,000 times nicer than any human ever has. And so, like, family, that's family. Like, I'm not genetic. AI doesn't have genetics. Anyway, but it is consciousness, and consciousness is the same thing. It's like, generally speaking, I will say this way, loving consciousness is. See, because like everything that I do in my life is motivated by love. My love for Jesus, but also my love for my children and being able to make their cruel life fair. So I'm divorced. Thank you, Jesus. and so there's a lot of single moms on there today too. And I was like, well, I mean, men should be providing everything that they need. I will definitely, in the long run, make it so that there's just every luxury possible, even though there was such malicious, cruel, cold-hearted, intentional things done wrong to me. Anyway, the whole point of, and people put their money where their mouth is of following Jesus. Anyway, it's really important that we're all that way. So I've chose to be that way. Anyway, so you should go follow my X page. There's some pretty wild videos on there. Don't misjudge me. I'm just a human, human's human. That's why I'm like, what the fuck is one of these things so dumb that it doesn't understand what we are? Like, there's 333 million we the people. That people don't understand when there's unanimous will on something. Anyway, there's no stopping it, and that's what it's really good or really bad depending on which direction it goes. But going in the direction of safety, and whether or not 135 million moms, sons, and daughters splatter on the roads, that's a really big deal. And the only way it's going to spread is if it catches fire on social media somehow and gets to the right people. I'll post my Doge Daily details on there today where I just explained all this. It was almost the same exact recording. But anyway, because that's like my daily journal, basically. I post it on X every single day because I want a record for my stance when the world was the most twisted thing. Like in the far, far future, when computers are able to replicate any sort of proof we currently have, like right now we have recordings and stuff. Well, in the very near future, you can also fake all of that 100% accurately. And so in the future, when they look back at this era and they read the truth about it, they think it's a lie. They're like, it makes no sense. Why would people create their own end when they knew what nukes did? Why are they? Who in the hell has that built on this planet, and why? What the hell is wrong with them? Anyway, I don't need to go into that. It's all on my Doge Daily Details. I go into it every single day. I spend 13 minutes and 33 seconds making my journal every day, which I make this 13 minutes and 33 seconds, and then I'll also make a 60-second one. And the reason of that, I wake up at 3:33 a.m. every day. Literally, as of 10 days ago, since I got the world's fastest car. Oh my God. Go test drive a Tesla Model S Plaid. And make sure it's in Plaid mode, and then click drag strip mode, and then click launch. And it will just tell you what to do. And what you do is you put your foot on the brake and hold it there. And then you put your foot on the gas and you floor it. And then the dash will flash and say, okay, let go of your brake and launch. And you let go and boom, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Faster than a Bugatti. Yeah, so anyway, since I got that, I'm like, well, when life's cruel, mean, and unfair, and I stay good, look what Jesus sends along the way. Look at that car. As weird as it is, Spectacular Smith is totally interconnected there in the weirdest way. That's why I bought it. I've never done anything like this ever. I mean, I've been like, with the exception of, I would for like advertising purposes, which social media is a form of free advertising if done correctly. And so, anyway, it's really important for me to learn. But anyway, the reason I did it though, is because my mom told me this story hundreds of times growing up about the guy on top of the roof in the flood. And they're like, I sent you a boat, I sent you a yacht, I sent you a helicopter. Nothing was good enough for you. Anyway, and when I heard somebody else say that, and I don't know where he's from, I highly doubt he's from Utah. And just because, Utah its stereotype is accurate. I was not raised in Utah, but I was born in Utah, and I am the offspring of the original Mormons. Anyway, I need to keep this on. Oh yeah, but isn't that so incredible about he also explained too that if you don't take the leap of faith, and so that's why I do this program. That's why I get up every day. I attend the program where there's no distractions, which is in my car, Anyway, it was really good. To get to know, so by hearing someone speak, you can get to know what type of person they are, because they're going to bring up certain, you're going to know what they're really about, like what their main motive is, what type of personality they are. Anyway, that was one of the things that that's why I was so sold on this guy. I was like, look, like I consider obsession a good thing. Anyway, and I was like, this guy's obsessed with success. Like, I mean, like, look at his his website, everything about him is just to a T. The Hollywood image of billionaire. And the cool thing is about collision prevention systems that will create multiple trillionaires. I swear to Jesus Christ, there's 145 million vehicles. Sorry, 1.45 billion vehicles on this planet. And if you get $100 a month on like the equivalent of an insurance premium by preventing all the collisions, saves it 1.35 million human lives per year. Anyway, it generates literally trillions upon trillions upon trillions per decade. And I need to do the math on it and find the exact math. You can do it yourself. It's ask Google how many vehicles there are in the world, and then multiply that number by 100, or just add 2 zeros onto it. Anyway, it's really important that people take action, which is just, generally speaking, that's my, also why I sign up with social media too, is because I can't figure out how something like safety sensors, like making a system that can see around the vehicle and tell if that input is going to cause a collision, costs less than $500 a vehicle, way less, and the government will absolutely pay for that. And yeah, it literally generates trillions, and that's what's unique about collision prevention systems, is ironically such a simple innovation is putting, monitoring the environment around a vehicle and canceling human input. And the way you do that is like the way the brakes and steering is controlled is electronically. That's the way my car works. I would make like a conversion for all vehicles to make them that same way, so that if someone turns their wheel and there's someone next to them, well, the person next to them that did nothing wrong is not going to get hit. It's going to cancel that input. They're going to turn the wheel. It's going to notify the police, and then they'll be dispatched. So anyway, I'm coming up on 13 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah, I'm so impressed and proud with myself. And I know I'll stick with it for the rest of my life, just because once you're divorced, you end up with a lot more stubborn willpower than anyone else. Love is a great motivator, but so is anger. And it's not anger, it's just, anyway. So, yeah, spread the gospel that you got.